It's certainly no secret that some of the world's greatest characters throughout history have been adopted. Moses was adopted by the daughter of Pharaoh.
I'm the Pharaoh's daughter, and this is my son.
Jesus was adopted by Joseph. Superman was adopted by Mom and Pop Kent. And even Din Djarin was adopted by the Mandalorians. With adoption being at the forefront of such significant pedigree, we feel it's important to share some of the resources available today to help make sure that your Clark Kent reaches his or her full potential. Check it out.
Hey guys, Kate here. I just wanted to go over a few resources for you guys. Any fellow adoptive families, or maybe you work with adoptive families, maybe you're just interested in adoption in general. I've got some books here that I can strongly recommend. Here's one, 20 Things Adopted Kids Wish Their Adoptive Parents Knew. So this is kind of a good one about birthdays being difficult. And remembering that families have that have adopted are dealing with loss. Fear and hope are some common themes here. This one is listed at $13.95, maybe even a little less on Amazon, but I thought you might all be interested in Sherry Eldridge's book here. Adoptive Parent, Intentional Parent. This book is like a Bible to me. Sad, sad thing, Stacey Manning has passed away. She passed away probably a year or two ago, maybe already. I have personally spoken with Stacey Manning. She was my idol for sure. Really understood how to build and maintain a safety net for children. Oh, she was just amazing. You could probably get on YouTube and find some of her older videos. Very knowledgeable when it comes to adoption. I forget how many they adopted, several times. I believe she lived in Minnesota. She was just amazing. So, Before You Were Mine is another book that I have read by Susan Tabas and Carissa Woodwick. I don't remember where I got this one and don't remember a lot of the details, but I do remember that they kind of go through, I don't know if you can see that, but so different things like for you to take notes on, for you to share with caregivers and things. That one's a pretty quick read, pretty easy read, but still one that's in my library. Thoughts of a Foster Dad. Love, love, love this book. I actually know his wife personally, and this was a great read from Julian Goodson from right here in Michigan. Great book about his life experience, what it's like being a foster dad, and just a really, really great book. Can't recommend that one enough, especially if you're considering or part of foster care. Great book. Dun, 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 dun. A couple of these are just parenting books in general. I'm going to do a separate video on children's books that I have. However, I have this one here, A Terrible Thing Happened. And I keep this one with my collection of adult books instead of children's books. It's about a traumatic episode. It includes physical abuse, gang or school violence, accidents, homicides, suicide, natural disasters. So this isn't one that I necessarily want my kids to pick up, but it is written for a kid who has experienced this kind of trauma. So like I said, I have it, I like it. It's just not in my library of books that I keep for my kids to grab. This is one that I share with parents who have a child who has had a terrible thing happen. So I hope that makes sense. This is a great one, Chocolate Hair Vanilla Care, A Parent's Guide to Beginning Natural Hairstyling. This one I have used for reference quite a bit. Let me see if I can kind of show you. They've got lots of great pictures, how to do it, what it means, some examples. They show you lots of different boxes and braids and patterns, how to do buns and twists. Definitely a good reference guide for white people who don't know how to do hair on their children who is biracial or black. So next I have The Contented Child for parents who have welcomed children. Bring hope and healing to your adoptive family. This one is by Karen Purvis, and she is another idol of mine, someone I strongly look up to. This is a great book, has lots of spots that you can fill in your own, well, I guess not lots. It has some spots that you can fill in and use as a bit of a workbook there towards the end. What can I tell you about this one? I haven't read this one in quite a while. So I guess it just talks about welcoming children into your family, addressing special needs, their care, their consideration and compassion. So all things that we should have. Karen Purvis is the director of the Texas Christian University's Institute of Child Development. And then she hosts Adoption Project and Hope Connection camps. I believe I've tuned into some of her things on YouTube. A couple more that don't quite fit. So In Their Voices, Black Americans on Transracial Adoption by Rhonda Rorda, I believe is how you say her name. Great, great book. She was adopted into a white family and raised with 2 non-adoptive siblings. So she kind of talks about what that experience was like growing up. And there's infinite knowledge there where you're reading straight from someone who has experienced the trauma and loss that your children might also have come to you with. I also have this Adoption Parenting, Creating a Toolbox, Building Connections. More than 100 contributors create a practical, hands-on approach to parenting your adopted child. So this one was one that I was given by attending a conference. And this is one that I have referenced. I have not read this one straight through yet, sadly. Yeah, but this is another one that I would recommend. It talks about discipline and expected behaviors, how to bond with your kids, what food issues they might come with, things like that. It's a great reference book, and that's kind of how I used it, a bit like an encyclopedia for all of us who are old enough to remember what an encyclopedia is. And then I will add that I am reading, dun dun dun, the name is escaping me right now. Jay, you might need to edit this out because I can't remember the name of the book that I'm reading right now. But it is, Jay, please edit this out. Edit. I can't even think of his name, Jay. What is it? What is his name? Oh, it's the Uncomfortable Conversations. Okay, Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Man, I believe is what that is. Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. Yes, by Emmanuel Acho, I believe is how you say his name. Oh my goodness, such a good book. Such a good book. I am nearly finished with it. I need about a half hour more to sit down and focus on it. I have underlined things. I have starred things. He is just wonderful. When we make it big enough, I do hope to interview him and have a conversation about the way he is opening our eyes. He does these great YouTube conversations with people, and Chip and Joanna Gaines was one of my favorites with their children, and they got to talk about what the prejudices they come with, and we all have prejudices, and he is just so easy to listen to and easy to read his book and to relate to. And I love the part where he talks about talk it and walk it and talk it. Talk It and Walk It. I don't know which order. But basically, you know, here's what I'm saying. Here's the history behind it. Here's the education on it. Now, what can you do with that? How are you going to go out into the world and attempt to be a voice and be someone who can make a change for the better? So super, super great book. Can't recommend that one enough. And I did pull it up on my phone because I accidentally left the book in the other room. I was just hoping to show you the title. So, dun dun dun. It is, I just want to show you for reference that it's kind of peach, orange, gray, and black, and it does say Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. And that one you can find on Amazon. It's available at Target. I would definitely give that one a 5 out of 5 stars. Great book. So I'm curious, what books have you read? Who do you look up to? What is your network of people that you turn to that you have a question about hair or skin, or you have a question about trauma, or you have a question on what words do you use? How do you best support your kids? So this is just something I'm so passionate about. It falls right into what I studied in college, which was a lifespan degree. So this is just what I soak up. Autism adoption is my my passion. And so I just hope that by sharing some of the resources, some of the things that I've read, the things that have enlightened me, that they may also enlighten you. So thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more of our videos, and I will be doing one on the children's books that we love as well. Thanks guys, goodbye.
Now get off the screens and do something active.